Hello everyone, this is Rangana and you're watching News 18 Shosha. And today we are going to discuss something very important. And it's about the rising cases of people dying of heart attacks while working out at the gym. Why does it happen and how to prevent it? And to discuss everything in detail, we have with us Mr. Sourabh Kulkarni, who is a fitness coach from Mumbai. Welcome, Sourabh.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, sort of, as I was saying, a lot of celebrities have died recently due to heart attacks, and they used to be fitness freaks. So, I want to ask you that how much workout is enough and how much workout is too much?
Very interesting question. See, to give you a straight answer. I mean, the question seems very easy, but the answer is pretty difficult because every individual is completely different. As you know, they come from different genetic backgrounds, different lifestyles. Their goals are different as well. So, to sum it up in a very short answer is difficult. Uh, in the sense to say only these many hours are good and these many hours of training or intensity would be different. There are still a lot of fitness authorities and universities who have set a standard guideline. But in my opinion, I kind of agree with them. So in my opinion, I would say an individual should do somewhere around 4 to 6 hours of moderate to high intensity training weekly, or somewhere around 6 to 7 hours of light to moderate intensity workouts weekly. Anything more than that would be entering a phase of, let's say, high performance, or if you're an athlete or if you're working towards a specific goal. So, let's say if you're an actor and if you're preparing for a certain role of a movie and stuff like that, then you do more than that. If you're, let's say, training for a marathon or a event that is coming up, even in corporate life, you have some matches going on here and there, and you're not fit and you want to get fitter faster. So you're giving more time in the gym or your outdoor activities. But apart from that, for a normal individual who's looking for a healthy lifestyle, 4 to 6 hours of moderate to high intensity training, or 6 to 7 hours of low to moderate intensity per week is, I think, an ideal and standard time that you need to spend in the gym.
So, what is the flow of a healthy workout?
Uh, Flow of a healthy workout. See, generally, what happens is we tell people to involve in different kind of activities. Uh, so to also answer the first question, when I'm talking about 6 to 7 hours or 4 to 6 hours of training, I would split that into, say, 60-40. 60% being gym workouts is what we call as lifting weights and stuff like that, and about 40% of cardiovascular activities that would involve in sports and other activities like running on a treadmill, playing your favorite sport, running outside and stuff like that. Uh, Whatever workout you're doing, there is a certain method to do it. What we generally suggest is starting with a proper warm up. Then in the center comes your proper high intensity sets or your maximum level of training that you want to achieve on that particular day, ending with a cool down. A lot of people nowadays, they straight go to the gym because they are either time bound or they are ignorant of the fact. I've been to that place myself. When I started training, I had skipped my warm ups and stuff like that, and I realized that it hinders your performance, also makes you more prone to injuries and stuff like that. So starting your workouts with a proper dynamic warm up is very important. uh, just to give you a few examples, there are different type of warm. You must have also heard stretching or
Yes,
warming up.
yes.
So what we generally recommend is there are two type of stretching. One is dynamic stretching and one is static stretching. Dynamic is basically when you take your joint or muscle through the entire range of motion, but you don't hold it for a long time. That prepares your body. It increases your body temperature. So that's the warm up, as we call it. It also pushes your blood through the local muscles and stuff like that, and it kind of gives a signal to your body that something strenuous is going to come. And static stretching is where you're stretching that muscle through the entire range of motion, but holding it there for 30-40 seconds or a minute or above. That is kind of uh, that's basically telling your body to basically shut your it's like a switch that you're switching off and telling your body that the activity is coming, it's going to be ceasing now.
Hmm.
So a lot of people do static stretching to begin with. So you'll see a lot of these people coming and holding those stretches for a long time to begin with. that is something that we recommend to do at the end of the workout, not even in the middle, at the end, and start with something more dynamic where you're just doing your joint mobilizations, mobility, and stuff like that to increase your core temperature. uh, if you skip, there are chances that your body is not prepared to lift something heavy, and you're getting cramps and spasms, which also lead to certain, like a cramp and spasm can really be fatal as well. People take it very lightly. So that's very important, and that's how you should go. Otherwise, it could lead to a lot of injuries and accidents in the gym as well.
Saurabh, there has been a lot of discussion about steroids. So, what's your take on that?
Uh, Interesting. I've been asked this question a lot by people nowadays. And it's very difficult to talk about it in a short while, but I'll try to give you an
Yeah,
answer as
just
fast as
give us
possible.
a brief answer. Huh?
So, see, it's very important. No, because what happens is steroids is a very sensitive topic. So, it's very important for people to understand what these steroids are and what are these steroids used for. So, I will have to tell you the background of steroids to begin with, if you're okay with it. See, steroids are synthetic hormones that you generally put in your body to achieve uh, more, let's say, hypertrophy or more muscle mass and stuff like that. See, these steroids were introduced by a lot of medical companies for people who were having the diseases. Those were muscle wasting diseases, where like cancer or HIV, AIDS, burn patients, thyroid disorders and stuff like that, where they are difficult to maintain their existing muscle mass, or the body starts eating up its own muscle. So it was a wonder, in terms of medical innovation, but it's a double-edged sword, because if it's given to a person who actually needs it from a medical perspective, then it's life-changing for them. But if a person like you and me, who are
Hmm.
absolutely normal, but we are using it to enhance our look or to achieve a certain goal, then it we fall into a very different category where abusing steroids also, is a big issue. And there are a lot of side effects that are associated with these steroids. So, like for a male, we are driven by a hormone called testosterone, and these steroids are basically testosterone. It's different esters, how fast they get released in your body, and certain other anabolic components. So when it's like you're ordering food from a restaurant every day. You will stop making food in your own kitchen after a while. So similarly, your body stops making its own hormone, and then it gets very difficult after many years or many months of steroid usage that your body can absolutely shut down its own production. Then you have a lot of other, sexually related side effects as well, hormone related side effects, and these are absolutely counterproductive of what you were trying to achieve in the first place. Again, I would say it's better to avoid it, but if you have to take it, consult a proper doctor. But there are a lot of side effects and fatal side effects as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone we come to know has passed away taking steroids. It's not surprising at all.
Okay, okay. So now I want to know about supplements. So does every gym goer need supplements?
See, no, yes and no. I'll tell you why. Because supplements are basically the, so supplements are basically protein supplements, and there are other supplements which, let's say, help you to get your performance slightly higher as well, like caffeine. There is creatine in the market as well. There's glutamine. There are amino acids. But mainly, when you talk about supplements, these are protein supplements. For that, you have to understand what protein is. So protein helps you to build more muscle. It helps you with recovery as well and stuff like that. Again, these protein supplements are made for people who cannot give or cannot eat enough protein as per their body weight requirements. The Initially, it was given to bodybuilders who had to eat 400 to 500 grams of protein a day. So how many eggs are you going to eat? How many kilos of chicken or beef are you going to eat? You
Hmm.
still need extra protein, and they were not able to reach their protein requirements. So they would take this scoop of protein, which are concentrated sources of protein. So in a scoop, you get 25 to 30 grams of protein. So they would be able to meet that protein requirements. Generally, whey protein is the preferred source of protein, because they realize that whey protein has the best amino acid profile. So it has a better protein profile even compared to an egg. So these were the supplements that started coming into the market, they had a lot of these poster boys as bodybuilders and fit female athletes. That is why a lot of people started thinking that if I'm taking a scoop of this protein, I'm going to end up looking like them. It's a magic potion, but it's not that. So, it, to answer your question, it adds a very convenient way of eating protein, but that's not really a compulsion, because a lot of people feel if I'm not going to have whey protein or something like that, my body is not going to end up looking like this. That's wrong. You can have the same kind of a body by eating your normal food sources. That should always be the first
Chicken,
preferred.
eggs, like
Yes,
the
absolutely.
natural sources.
Natural sources that you have to chew and eat from your food always should be your first preferred source. Only if it's not convenient for you to have that kind of a food at a particular time, that's where the supplement comes in. Or if you're not able to reach your protein goal, and your appetite is not that much and stuff like that, that's when you can take your protein supplements. But it's not a compulsion, and it's not going to change the way your body looks.
Okay, so here's my last question to you. So, how else can we keep ourselves healthy apart from gymming?
See, any workout that is done is always important than doing nothing. So I will come back to why gymming is important, but I want to tell all the viewers that any activity that you like is a good workout. So just go out, play your favorite sport. You can play cricket, football, tennis, badminton, swimming, or whatever it is. uh, but do something that you really enjoy. If you're doing something that is causing you fatigue, tiredness, it's affecting your social life. If you're telling people that, I'm really tired and stuff like that after your workouts, then there is something wrong. Then you're either doing it because you have to prove something to either to yourself or to someone else. You're under peer
Mm.
pressure and stuff like that. So go and do each and every activity that you enjoy. But coming back to your question, why gymming or weight training is important is because, see, all these activities which I just said, you're running, playing your sport, swimming, all are cardiovascular exercises. So when I say cardiovascular, it's in the presence of oxygen, and they are generally training your heart more than your muscles in a way. So none of these activities are going to help you to gain more muscle, gain more muscular strength, also benefit your joints and tendons and ligaments as such compared to weight training. So that is why weight training is really important. So when I say 6 to 7 hours of training, as I said, 60% should be weight training, because weight training is anaerobic. It's in the absence of oxygen where you use your phosphocreatine synthesis. It's a very technical aspect. I won't go there, but you're basically giving your body stimulus from resistance. So you're doing resistance training. That's the only way to gain more muscular strength, also power generation, and it gives you more protection from osteoporosis, osteoarthritis in the future. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be restricted to anything. Just go and enjoy. uh, what most important is to go and do something rather than being a couch potato. So just go out and enjoy yourself.
That was really an insightful conversation. I really agree to it. And thank you so much, Saurabh, for your time.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
And viewers, if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe to Shosha for more. See you in the next video. Thank you.